The secret. Paul Flynn with the hurley just over the shoulder, and John Maher has the ball, but Paul Flynn just having a word with the ref, and you'd imagine that John McGrath will slot this once more.
Yeah, John taking responsibility straight away, came out to take it. John Maher, outstanding county final last year. Good to see him playing at the top of his game. So John has a chance now to level.
So should be a straightforward bread and butter free, although the sun is facing him just at the back of the Kiladangan end here. The sun just starting to go down, and it's quite deceptive down there. I walked the field a bit earlier and the sun was just catching your eye, but it doesn't bother him at all. He slots it over the bar. 6 points apiece, 11 on the clock. High scoring club game here. Two really elite club teams here in Tipp. Long one down the far side of the field, and it's one. Kiladangan have the ball coming on the attack and coming all the way through here. This one is slotted in and over the bar. A really good score this time, and that is great running and a great puck out and a great score for Kiladangan once more. I mean,
Ty Gallagher on fire there, doing a great job instead of his brother. It's, you know, Joe's the fulcrum of this Kiladangan team, but Ty Gallagher leading from the front. 2 great scores now for Ty.
And we're ready to go again. Aidan McGrath opts to go long this time, straight down towards the centre forward position. John McGrath is down there. Ball just breaks nicely outside. Liam Tracy's there to come and gather it, but Kiladangan once more gather that ball, and Sweeney feeds it outside him now. Taking on his man, away he goes, soloing in here, and it is Kiladangan once more on the attack, and this one is sent all the way in, and that's a serious point from 6 out there. A fantastic score.
Great score, and he won it back. He lost it and he flew through the middle. What a score from David Sweeney. Fantastic.
Short one this time. Tomas McGrath has it now, sends it straight up to the corner forward position. Ball, the race is on up there. It's Dara Flannery. Flannery there, chased by Anthony Ryan. Back to the keeper, Barry Hogan this time. Long one down the field now. Hopping ball in the sunlight. Hurley goes up from the Loughmore man and knocks it out. In came Ty Gallagher with the hand. He wasn't getting a handy catch in there, and it is going to be a line ball for Kiladangan, and he'll shake his fingers after that, because Loughmore are not letting any ball be caught in that drop and half.
Yeah, well, Tigers after winning a couple of balls, so it wasn't going to happen 3 times in a row. So Willie Connors will try the quick one, keeping the ball alive.
Short now, about 5 yards. Back again to Connors. Quick 1-2 with Seymour there. Goes back outside him here. This time it's out to Declan McGrath. McGrath angle ball over the far side of the field. Hopping ball. Loughmore full back. Just caught up in a tangle there, Willie Everston. But the ball is worked outside now. And it is Loughmore who come on the attack once more. Long one. Hit in. High ranger, but it just drifts out. And it just goes wide over the far side of the field from Brian. And we're ready to go once more with Barry Hogan lining up here. Players looking for it just around the half back line here. He's taking his time with this one, having a look to see, waiting to see who's running where. Now he goes, long ball, long trajectory, looking for the corner forward. He's going to hop in front over there, up with the Hurleys. Hayes over there the far side of the field. It's Kiladangan who win it. Kiladangan coming on the attack again, and this one is sent in and over the bar. Sean Hayes, fantastic point, and an absolutely brilliant puck out from Barry Hogan.
Yeah, long puck out. Kiladangan have that ability with Barry pucking the ball down. Sean Hayes the ability to win it in the air, take it down. Loughmore be so disappointed because they're not winning primary ball.
Short one out to Tomas McGrath, fed on again there to Hennessy, and it goes out over the line. It is going to be a Loughmore ball just around inside the 65. The Kiladangan 65 there just came off a Kiladangan player. Quick one taken now by Kieran McGrath. Just feeds it on about 10 yards. Declan McGrath though is there for Kiladangan. Hops that ball off the deck out as far as Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn, away he goes. Lovely solo, and moves that ball onto Seymour, and Seymour is blown up by the referee. And does the ref consider that he threw that ball? I mean, it's on the run. It's very harsh when you pick one player out and you don't pick everyone else out.
Yeah, but in fairness to John McCormick, it looked like Billy Seymour just threw the ball, from my opinion as well. My first instinct was that he threw it, and then John blew the whistle. So it's just a break for Loughmore Castleiney, really, because Kiladangan now are on top.
So quite topical at the moment, the hand pass, and it's hurling so fast at the moment here, but ref has blown that one, and it is the keeper now. Aidan McGrath sends it long all the way in and over the bar, and that was really punished by the goalkeeper. A really good score there by the keeper, and it is Loughmore Castleiney staying in touch in this game as
great score from Aidan. Great score from Aidan McGrath. Fantastic marksmanship. Have we a water break? We have.
We're just 2 down here at the water break. 9-7 after 16 minutes hurling. And Ken, that has been a serious game. The standard is so high in this match. It's just quick, sharp hurling all the way.
Yeah, and both teams, club teams now are so fit. They're in such great shape. Both teams moving pretty quickly. Ty Gallagher doing a great job. He played midfield all year last year and up to now, but he has had to go in and replace his brother, who I see down there, Joe Gallagher, at centre forward, doing a wonderful job. Brian McGrath absolutely outstanding, and Kieran McGrath for Loughmore at the moment, keeping them in touch. We probably haven't seen enough of Noel yet, but the Flynns, doing very well. Wonderful score from David Sweeney in the middle of the field. So a lot of quality scores there, Stephen, so far.
So Loughmore just below us here with Eamon Sweeney and Murta Brennan just in there having words with their team down there. Another score to bring you. It's half time in Dala, the County Intermediate Hurling Championship. Ballynahinch 14 points, Shannon Rovers 1-7. So Ballynahinch going well in that one, Ken.
Yeah, Ballynahinch going well. A good team. Shannon Rovers, though, it seems high scoring already. So I think it will be all to play for yet. Ballynahinch out on a Friday night. So both teams out early tonight, like the lads, getting organised. So it just goes to see how professional it is at the moment. John McCormack looking for the guys to get back in.
So Kiladangan down there just waiting to see, and I think it is the manager in the middle, Brian Lawler, that's talking to them. Brian, of course, deputy principal in St. Mary's in Nina, and back to school this week as he just tries to get his charges up and running. And it was interesting talking to the Loughmore manager, Ken, this week. He said, Frankie McGrath said that Kiladangan will find this year completely different because it's a one thing winning a trophy, but it's another defending a county title.
Yeah, but isn't it a nice position to be in, Stephen? And I think the monkey's off Kiladangan's back, to tell you the truth. I think, that they had lost a couple of county finals. It was a weight on their shoulders, and they just got the break in the very last puck of the game, Brian Mulloughney to finish the game. So I think it's a monkey off their back. I think Kiladangan will be hard to beat this year.
Okay, so it is Kiladangan who are ahead in this one, 9-7 up, 16 minutes on the clock. Loughmore being bottled up really around the half-forward line, aren't they? They're not really getting time.
We haven't seen the Loughmore full forward line really in action at all yet. No ball has really broke through the middle.
So we're ready to restart here. It is going to be the county keeper, Barry Hogan, who will restart. Sends it along all the way down the field, and John Maher just under it, just got caught in the sun. Ball breaks out to the pounder. Away he goes. John Ryan, clever ball up the field now. Straight up looking for Anthony Ryan up there, and the ball just skids free away from them all. In comes John McGrath. John McGrath gathers this. Two of them on him. Oh, clever ball outside to Liam Tracy. Tracy on the run here. Got his angles wrong. About 2 feet outside the post, was closer, and it was just swinging away from the goals, and it goes wide. Still 9-7, 16 and a half on the clock. We're live on Tipp FM and on the Tipperary GAA stream as this ball is sent in the middle of the field now. It's Willie Connors, feeds it outside him here. Here they go again. Kiladangan on the attack. Long one sent in around the house. Dangerous ball. It's hopping in there, but it is the corner back who comes away with it. Tomas McGrath soloing out, looking for a runner here. Feeds it outside. Kiladangan tight marking and everything though. Anthony Ryan has it. Feeds it back to the pounder. Away he goes. Shoves his man off the ball. Ty Gallagher on the deck, and he's just taking it out over the line. It is going to be a Kiladangan line ball, and it is going to be Willie Connors who will assume responsibility for this one. And Loughmore just trying to break that line and get free and get some room up the field, but Kiladangan so physically strong, it's so hard to do.
Yeah, very hard to do, and again playing in tight confines. Loughmore need to use the diagonal ball, use the space a bit more.
Connors cuts this one in the middle now, taken in there by Kieran McGrath. Feeds it outside him now to John McGrath on the run here. John McGrath, long ranger all the way in. It's sent in and over the bar. Brilliant stuff by John McGrath. There's a slight breeze down there, and it is just blowing towards that Killiney in that Loughmore Castleiney are playing into. and it brings it back to a 1-point game. 9 for Kiladangan.
Absolute class score, Stephen.
8
class
for
point.
Loughmore Castleiney. 18 minutes on the clock, but the ref is going in now and speaking to Barry Hogan. This was quite topical after last year's county final, but he's in speaking to the goalie now, Ken.
Yeah, and he's making sure who's boss. He's telling Barry who's boss. So Barry has got to go long. That's it.
Here we go. Hogan sends it out the field. Breaking ball now in front of John Maher. John Maher gathers this, feeds it on as far as Noel. Noel angle ball straight up to the half forward line. It's taken up there now. Tracy has it, taken on his man. Away he goes. Has he a runner outside him? Anthony Ryan looking for it now and just not in time though. And it is Kiladangan who take it back. Jock Loughnane sends it all the way up the feed now. Out come Loughmore. Evanston coming out to meet this, but again Kiladangan quickest to react. It's Dan O'Mara. Dan O'Mara takes on his man, shoves it outside him and just gets that ball, but it's gone out of play. Tried to kick it. Of course, he was a county footballer at one stage and a really good footballer for Tipp, and has huge potential as a Tipp footballer and as a hurler as well, but just took that one out, kicked it out, and it went out over the line. It's going to be a line ball for Brian McGrath, about 2 metres in at the Canaan stand side here in the sunshine. Shadow just behind him. He gets ready to go here into the sun, drives it down the field, good sideline into the middle now, looking for John over there and Noel, but it is Kiladangan who win it again. Sweeney sends it back all the way up the field now, up towards the half forward line. Quick take by Joey Hennessy for Loughmore, takes it away from the Kiladangan corner forward. In comes Paul Flynn to try and retrieve it for Kiladangan in there. Ball lost on the deck and there's 2-3 of them battling over it. Flynn isn't giving anything handy, does well to gather that ball with 2 of them on him. It's Flynn breaking through now, back outside the 21. Nice little jink away from his marker, but he can't control it. 3 Loughmore lads in there, and that's superb defending by Brian McGrath. Outstanding defending here and so cool. He lays it off to his goalkeeper just outside, out near the sideline now. Keeper has it. Aidan under pressure here, sends it outside him all the way into the middle of the field. Long ball up there and it just goes out over the line. But the Loughmore full back is in trouble down here. Willie Evanston is injured and looks to be in quite a bit of bother. And Pat McGrath is going into him now, and Kiladangan also have a player down injured, and it looks to me like there's someone else on the sideline down injured as well. And is that a sub just doing a warm-up over there, Ken? There's a couple of players down injured. We've 3 down injured, and there wasn't a dirty stroke around.
Yeah, it's just the situation there. I'm trying to get hold of what's going on there. Willie Connors is in a bit of bother anyway. He has a yellow. He's pleading his case there, late tackle on Aidan McGrath, and obviously Willie Evanston was down as well, and there's another Kiladangan chap down here as well, so there's a lot going on here to take in. I'd say there was a couple of afters there, definitely, but John McCormack, a very assured referee, and good umpires as well, they'll know exactly what they're about.
Yeah, we were just following the ball as the ball went out, and you look back and there's players strewn all over the deck after that, but the full back for Loughmore is up and moving about. Willie Evanston took a blow all right, but
that'll raise the blood levels now, Stephen. I mean, it is an excellent game, 9-8, nothing in it, and by God, both teams, I think the Dander's up now.
Yeah, Loughmore Castleiney not giving anything easy here. Of course, they're out next weekend in the County Football Championship. Kiladangan will have a week off after this, but they look to be okay down there, and the keeper is back in place this time. Aidan McGrath just moving back in, and we'll wait and see over there. If there is any other injury, it's Tom O'Mara that's just being chatted to down there, and there's a real needle between these 2 teams, which is understandable after last year, Ken.
Yeah, it's understandable, but in fairness, it's a healthy one so far. Both teams are manly in the way to go about their business. But Aidan and Dan O'Mara, or Tom O'Mara, I'd say it's Tom, they're going to pick up 2 yellows. I'd say they accidentally clashed there when Aidan was clearing the ball. So here we go. I think all the rankers over now. Line ball for Willie Connors.
So over the far side of the field, play resumes now. Taken quickly, fed back outside, takes a quick 1-2 and back into the middle again, into the captain Sweeney. He sends it long, down the field, breaking now and hopping ball in there, and there was a Kiladangan player just swinging, and the ref makes the gesture that he swung the hurley as well.
Yeah, flicking the hurley, and there's plenty of afters going on again there now. And John McCormack won't stand for this. He knows, he played the game himself. He knows exactly what's going on.
So looks like he's going to throw it in there, and there's maybe 10, 12 players inside ready for the throw in. And now he's going to consult his linesman over the far side of the field. Just down the other end, there's lads shoving and pushing. And down on the deck right now is Lorcan Egan there, and he's up again. But there's a lot happening, Ken, even all across the field here that's on camera, off camera, that we're seeing, that we're not seeing.
Yeah, most of it is handbags, but there was no need to retaliate. Loughmore had won their free and they should have taken it. Now it's ending up in a throw in, and in fairness to the linesman, he's assisting John McCormack. It was he that told him that John Ryan goes into the book.
Looks like, John Ryan the Pounder gets a yellow card, but he comes out and he wins that ball, and away he goes. He sends it long down the field on the attack again. Breaking ball in there. Loughmore win it. Taking it on here. It is Loughmore Castleiney who are driving this game on, and that's a fantastic score. Loughmore on the run. Who else? Only John McGrath. 9 points apiece, 24 on the clock. Long one sent down the field, hopping ball in there, come off a shin bone and out as far as John Maher. John Maher gathers and turns, sends it up the field now, up towards the full forward line. Anthony Ryan up there, away he goes, gets a nice little flick on it back as far as John McGrath. John McGrath feeds it outside to Liam Tracy on the run, and Tracy puts Loughmore Castleiney ahead, coming up to half time here. Loughmore Castleiney will be in this game all the way, you can be assured. 10 points for Loughmore, 9 now for the county champions Kiladangan. 24 on the clock. Long one over the far side by Barry Hogan. Breaking ball. Paul Flynn, quickest to react, does brilliantly to take it. He's soloing inside now, coming on the attack here, just balances it on the hurley and hits it wide, and he maybe just took a second too long there with that.
Yeah, he was in two minds. Would he create a goal opportunity? Would he go for a goal? And then at the last second decided to go for the point. But fantastic stick work in the fact that the Loughmore lads got back to get in that hook and narrowed the angle, and off his hurley wide.
Long one down the field, this time from Aidan McGrath. Hopping ball, just a shadow, setting on the 21 up there at the Killiney end, but it's one out there now by Sweeney. Feeds it on again, and away come Kiladangan, breaking up the field here, and it is going to be a free out for Kiladangan. John McGrath just over eager in the challenge there on top of Declan McGrath, the wing back, and McGrath was pacey there and could have just broken, so it was probably safer foul him from out there. But it's a good chance for Billy Seymour from his own 65, and you'd imagine he will point this one here. It's a fast and furious game of hurling here. Seymour strikes this all the way in, and it tails out to the left and wide, and all these ones you think will be important at the end because it's a very close game.
Yeah, 3 wides for Billy now, and that one, it was on his own 65, so obviously it would have been a great score as well. But John McGrath really in the action here all night.
Long ball hopping in there. It's won again by Kiladangan. They work it out towards Ty Gallagher. Gallagher at centre field on the run here. Strikes it high, strikes it long, and over the bar at the town end. A fantastic score from Ty Gallagher from centre field.
Ty Gallagher's playing pup there at the moment with the Kiladangan, or with the Loughmore Castleiney defence. They need to pick him. They need to get it tighter on him, because that's 3 from play for Ty.
Aidan McGrath, long again here, 10 points apiece, 26 on the clock, hopping ball out there, and this time it's a free out for Kiladangan. The Kiladangan half back line just really to the fore out there as Connors stands over this one here. They're really just working all the time and winning that ball that is loose. It's sent long all the way down the field, hopping ball, and just too much for Paul Flynn to chase onto. Doesn't get there, so it trickles out over the sideline and wide. Another chance for Aidan McGrath. You're tuned to Tipp FM sponsorship this evening with thanks to Tipp County Council. It's the FBD Insurance County Championship. We're live on the Tipperary GAA stream as well, broadcasting around the world from Semple Stadium. 10 points apiece. Hopping ball over the far side. Kieran McGrath gathers it and leaves it off as far as John McGrath feeds it outside. A shot coming in. Oh, it's a rocket from Ed Connolly, and this one has gone over the bar. Ed Connolly was thinking about a goal, and a brilliant play there from the Loughmore forwards, and quick thinking. John McGrath got the pass and gave the pass, and they move 11-10 clear after 27.
Great move, great game. This is something else. Both teams responding strongly. Wants to concede a score. Loughmore really getting stuck into this game now. Kiladangan had the ascendancy in the first 15 and looked real county champions, but Loughmore have got hold of this game now.
This ball just gone out over the sideline here at the Canaan stand side between the 21 and the 45. It's going to be a line ball for Brian McGrath. Loughmore Castleiney takes it fast out as far as Noel. Noel gathers it now back again to Brian. Brian sends it across here to John Maher, and it's John Maher who's steady as you go and back to the goalkeeper. Real football style tactics. Loughmore know exactly what they're doing. Out to the keeper. He sends it long over the far side of the field looking for Tomas McGrath on the run, but the pass was just too high for Tomas McGrath, and it's sent on, and Kiladangan win it, but it's gone out over the line at the far side of the field. Good play at first from the Loughmore defence, but the pass from Aidan McGrath, the 50-yard pass, just a little off.
Just a little off. That's expected. It's the first round of the championship, but this is top quality fare. We thought it might be a little low key after last year, but it's by far like that because it's an absolutely great game. Both teams going ahead strongly.
Frankie McGrath on the sideline. I see him urging his players on. He's as passionate as anyone down there as Loughmore win that ball. It's fed on from Noel. Noel out now as far as Tomas. Tomas McGrath. Angled one over here. Sent over the far side on top of Liam Tracy. Liam Tracy takes a hard shoulder there, but ref waves play on. Kiladangan break free with the ball. Away we go. Gallagher now feeds it up here as far as Hayes. Sean Hayes on the run. Nice take. Former county minor star and under 20s. He sends it in all the way in and over the bar. A lovely score by Sean Hayes, and he's got really good hands, really quick to turn one direction and put the ball the other one.
Yeah, beautiful ball there, and Sean has the pace and the space to get out and move around and slam a great score.
So ready to go again here now as this ball is sent long down the field. Breaking ball up there and it goes out over the line. It is going to be a line ball this time for Kiladangan as they just size it up here, and it is going to be Dara Flannery who will be here to take this one. Dara Flannery now just decides to leave it to Declan McGrath. So McGrath just in the wing back position from the county champions. He gets ready now. All the players just moving back up the field. Closest to him is Jack Loughnane, who's been picked up there by Liam Tracy. They're just moved back a little bit here. Kiladangan, long one. Cut out the field here now, up towards the half-forward line. Hayes trying to win this one, but Brian McGrath takes it off him. Brian McGrath gathers this and feeds it back outside to Kieran McGrath. Back as far as Noel. Noel, superb ball over to the pounder. Time and room on his hands here now. Has a look. Gets ready. Plays it back another 5 yards. Back as far as John Maher. Clever, intricate passing. They've worked it on to Tommy Maher. Tommy Maher with the effort. Super stuff from Loughmore. Quick, incisive passing. Get the ball to the best player to have a go, and he puts it over the bar. 12-11 they lead. Sharp puck out from Kiladangan over the far side of the field. It's out to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn on the run now. Strikes it high, long. Hits the post. Back into play now. Ball is still there. It's loose inside. It's a goal! It's a goal! Dan O'Mara with the touch. A point at one end and back down the field, and it's a goal. Dan O'Mara, former county footballer, he's put the ball in the net. The first goal of the 2021 county championship. 111 to 12 points here. The half-time whistle sounds. Everyone gets a chance to catch their breath. What drama here at the end of the first half. 111 for Kiladangan, 12 points for Loughmore Castleiney. Loughmore got probably the point of the match. Just before that, Tommy Maher put it over the bar, and then straight away Barry Hogan, like lightning, and down, hits the post, back into play, boom, the net shakes.
Yeah, it looked like a great score for Alan Flynn. Hit the post, but wonderful work from Willie Connors, because he had the wherewithal to pass the ball under his arm, and Dan O'Mara, the supreme goal getter, fantastic goal, but Willie Connor's intuition to know that Dan was there off the shoulder, super pass, super goal.
And that really has just lightened up this game. Like, I mean, this game, it's a high standard of hurling, Ken. I mean, there's a real passion there from both teams, and the quality is something, but the drama goes up a notch when you have a goal like that.
As Gerard Canning says, it's like deja vu, you know. Wonderful score from Loughmore, down in the last puck of the first half, a goal off the post, you know, and fate has it that it puts Kiladangan 2 up when maybe at the moment a draw would be a fair result, but that's the ability that these guys have, and Dan O'Mara, the penchant to score those goals. Super goal.
And what a first half we've had here. We can't wait for the second half, but it is half time here. The Loughmore subs just out, pucking around down there. The Kiladangan subs as well. They're off the field, but they're just on the sideline, and it is a chance for the players to get some breath of air. And we're going to take a quick commercial break as well, and we'll be back very soon with more action and the second half of Kiladangan and Loughmore Castleiney. But for now, a quick break. And Ken, just looking at it down there, the teams down here, I mean, they've given an exhibition of hurling in this first half.
Great game. First round of the championship. What a pipe opener for the county championship. Wonderful game. Great spectacle. I'm sure people that are watching on stream are enthralled by the game itself. Great scores. Tommy Maher with a fantastic score just before our half time, and then puck out taken from Barry Hogan. Alan Flynn, we think, has scored a great point, hit the post. Now Willie Connors, what a smart little fella he is, won the ball and then feigned to turn. Beautiful pass under the arm to Dan O'Mara, and we knew where it was then, back of the net, before Aidan McGrath even moved. So that's the difference between the teams at half time. 11 to 12 points. It's still all to play for, but both teams have to be admired in the way they've gone about the game. Plenty of needle in it as well, but in a manly way, I feel. Both are going ahead very strong. They don't want to lose the physical stakes, and I think there's pride at stake in a big way this evening, Stephen.
And Ken, it's really, I suppose, that you're seeing that one team goes ahead and then the other comes back, and then Loughmore went ahead and then that goal.
Yeah, then that goal, and that's the only difference between the sides at the moment. It is a sucker punch, as we mentioned there off air, Stephen, for Loughmore, because they hurled so wonderfully well in the county final last year and then got hit at the very end. Now you have the same situation just on the last puck of half time. The ball is picked out of the net. It's just how many knocks can you take. But Loughmore Castleiney are made of resilient stuff. They will come again. They will get strong. They will regroup. The McGraths are in absolutely fantastic form. I suppose the quietest of the McGraths, and I include Kieran McGrath in that, is Noel. Noel really hasn't got into his stride yet, but Brian McGrath and John McGrath playing majestic hurling. And if Noel can make an imprint into the game and have a say, because Kiladangan are down a few pretty strong players, particularly their talisman Joe Gallagher. So obviously strength off the bench is important as well. And can somebody come in and make the difference? So from that perspective, it's all to play for John McCormack in total control of the game, taking no nonsense from anybody. He's in charge. He's handed out the cards when they were warranted, and that's what championship is all about. You know, a bit of need, a bit of drive, but both teams playing for pride here in a big sense.
It's all to play for here, and it is still half time. We're just waiting for the players to emerge for the second half, but at half time here it is 1-11 for Kiladangan. Loughmore Castleiney 12 points. We're going to take another quick commercial break, and we're back with the second half of Loughmore and Kiladangan right after this.
Loughmore have been playing very impressively. I'm very impressed with the way they've gone about it, and I suppose these teams are favourites to win out of their group. But JK Brackens, and Mike Harkey Burris, who play tomorrow even, you know, at 6:30, they will have a say as well, because whoever wins will be going in with 2 points under their belt and with their tails up. So
It's a good group now. I mean, Brackens are a serious team with Eamon Corcoran there. They've Paddy Cadell. They've, a lot of players that played with our ladies and won Harty Cup medals and Crow Cup medals. And then you go to McCarthy, who gave Loughmore a right game of it in the mid.
yeah, and Mike Harkey have a lot of players and a very proud traditional club. And of course, all these games are local derbies against the mid derby against Brackens, mid derby against Loughmore. And Lyndon Fairbrother, I believe, is injured. That's a bit of a disappointment. Andrew Ormond, of course, a very good forward as well. So I think Brackens and Mike Harkey, that's all to play for tomorrow evening.
And you're seeing a lot of players, I suppose, Ken, that will be talking about with Tipp teams over the next few years. I mean, this evening, Brian McGrath for me is the player of the match so far.
Oh, Brian McGrath, an outstanding hurler. We didn't see enough of him in the championship. John McGrath, great to see him back to his best. You know, David Sweeney hurling very well there with Kiladangan. Willie Connors providing that goal. Alan Flynn now back out in the middle of the field. Paul Flynn up front. Willie Connors gone in at 13. You see, they have an array of talent. Billy Seymour as well. Kiladangan have an array of talent, and they also have strength in depth, Stephen. You know, and they can switch. You know, Willie Connors can go in corner forward, and you know, Ty Gallagher can go out in the middle of the park. So off we go again.
So we're ready to go, and it's straight away it is Loughmore who win that ball, and bursting out of defence it is John Maher, and John Maher has got himself a free straight away after half time here, and it looks to me like Kieran McCormack is on the field here for Loughmore Castleiney, just around the half forward line. So we'll see who's gone in a second there, but it is going to be a free for Loughmore Castleiney here as the main man John McGrath stands over this right at centre field, and he strikes it in, and brilliant. What a free taker. He's, you know, arguably the best free taker in Tipperary.
Yeah, top notch free taker, top notch hurler, great free again.
So that moves them on to 13 points. Kiladangan on 111. Long puck out this time. Breaking ball up there, and it is John Ryan who gathers this one. Bursting out defence. Shoves Paul Flynn out of the way and feeds it on there to McCormack. Kieran McCormack moves it on again. They're still there, and they're playing a bit too much with it. And now John Ryan has just fouled Alan Flynn there, who came in and took that ball. And Alan Flynn wins a free for Kiladangan. Loughmore had the ball, 3-4 passes there, a bit too much in a congested situation like that.
Yeah, they're just getting caught. There was no need for that at all. The ball should have been delivered at that stage. It just didn't happen.
So a chance now to send this ball into the Kiladangan end. Here we go. It is Billy Seymour who slots it in. A serious score by Billy Seymour, and it is Kiladangan 112 now. Loughmore Castleiney 13 points in this game as Aidan McGrath gets ready to go. Long ball out the far side of the field now, breaking up there, and brilliant catch out there as this ball is just fed outside here. It's Loughmore coming on the attack here, and this one is sent in and over the bar. Tommy Ryan with the point, and that's a brilliant point and a brilliant take from the air by Liam Tracy.
Yeah, great take. Liam's very strong in the air, but that's Tommy Maher. Tommy Maher, 2 wonderful points now he has scored.
Here we go again. It is Barry Hogan who graduated from UL this week as he sends this ball off down the field now. Breaking ball out there, won by Kiladangan. It's Alan Flynn who has it now, feeds that ball on again. Ball just spills free. Flynn, quickest to react there, gathers it now. 3 of them on him, and he's got a free in and just tried to burst through. Loughmore lads arguing, they just put their hands up and he ran into it, but referee convinced it is a free for Kiladangan, and this should be a straightforward one now for Billy Seymour just outside the D here, and he just will stand over this as the Loughmore players just move back out of the way here. 112 playing 14 points currently, and he slots that one over the bar, and that means it's 113 now to 14 points, so a 2-point lead for the champions. 33 on the clock. Our coverage on Tipp FM with thanks to Tipperary County Council, and if you're tuned in on the stream, it is the FBD Insurance County Championships. A long ball out the field, broken in the middle now. It's won by Loughmore. Tommy Maher feeds on that ball with a quick little pop pass. Now they've worked it all the way in. Oh, great take by Kieran McCormack. Kieran McCormack turns one way and the other, slots it in. Says he was pulled, but referee just shakes his head to tell him nope, and it's classed as a wide for Loughmore. He just claimed he was just pulled back at the last second.
And he was pulled, but unfortunately he got the advantage and it didn't accrue.
Ball breaks in the middle of the field now, gathered out there by the full forward Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn takes on his man now, feeds it on again here on as far as Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes coming through, clever little ball over across to Flynn. Flynn now sends it in and over the bar. Allen this time, and that's great play. Allen is so tricky and clever when he gets the ball. He's able to just control it first time, find a bit of space.
And he's followed Noel McGrath. They started the wing back and wing forward respectively. Now he's followed Noel to midfield and ended up with a great score.
Good tussle between the two county lads there as this one is sent long down the field from McGrath. Breaking up there, just hops in front of space, and it's reacted to quickest by Anthony Ryan. Ryan holds onto that ball, trying to get a flick, a beautiful little flick away by Dara Flannery. Oh, that's intelligent corner back play, just waited and waited. The ball was up, and when the ball was released, he just let fly in a tennis style into the stand. But it is going to be a line ball for John McGrath. Ref just telling players, get out of the way here now and give him a chance. So John McGrath standing over this one, looking in. I think he'll go for a point, judging by it. He's waiting to see will anyone make a quick run. He can just lay it off if they do here. He's thinking about it here now. Hasn't decided what he's doing yet. Goes short. Quick ball. Trying to get a little flick back to John McGrath, but they can't do so, or Noel rather. And Noel comes out to gather it again here at the second attempt, but it is John who gathers. John is fouled this time, and it's a free in now for Loughmore Castleiney. And John McGrath and Loughmore and Noel, they're just linking up so well there, Ken.
Linking up so well and keeping Loughmore in touch, because Kiladangan have come out with renewed inspiration there in the second half. Some couple of great scores there. So it's 114 to 14. So John needs to keep Loughmore ticking over and keep the scoreboard going and keep in touch.
So about to send this one in towards the town end here. John McGrath, of course, UL graduate and operating as a postman at the moment out around Borrisalee. And good to chat with John last week at the launch of the county championships. He's back and going very well and hurling some stuff this year, it has to be said. It is 15 points now for Loughmore Castleiney, 114 for Kiladangan, 35 on the clock. Our coverage on Tipp FM with thanks to Tipp County Council. It is the first round of the championship. Hopping ball up there. Paul Flynn just loses his hurley, breaks free. Out comes Brian McGrath again. Brian, brilliant play, feeds it on here now to Kieran McCormack, the sub. He works it all the way in. Great take over there, the far side. Loughmore coming on the attack here now. It's worked in as far as John McGrath. John McGrath bursting through, and he's fouled. And he just shoves Fergal Hayes out of the way. The ref's slow to blow the whistle, really, it has to be said. And a brilliant take out there, and the ball just fed to him and back again. And Loughmore really just he
John
gets the ball.
John really upset about that challenge by Fergal Hayes, a sort of a real last-ditch effort. Obviously, if you were talking about inter-county, Stephen, you're talking about maybe a penalty situation for Loughmore, but it doesn't apply for some strange reason to club hurling. But John really frustrating the fact that Fergal Hayes pulled him down unceremoniously, and a small bit of retaliation, not enough to warrant, a throw-in or anything like that. So John will put this over the bar.
Yellow card for the Kiladangan corner back, and John McGrath gets ready to slot this one, and right in front of him there is Dara Flannery in case he opts to go for a goal. There's 5 on the line for Kiladangan as well, and he sends it just high, but at the last second you don't know, he could have gone for a goal there and just catch the defence unawares, but he takes his point. 16 for Loughmore, 114 for Kiladangan. Loughmore playing the better stuff in this second half here, as this one is fed out to Fergal Hayes. Hayes, out he comes, solo and out now to the 45. Challenged out there now by Ed Connolly, but it breaks free out as far as Flynn. Flynn feeds it over the far side of the field out to Declan McGrath. Good ball by Declan McGrath in on top of the full forward line, but again Brian McGrath comes out with that ball and tries to get it at the third attempt, but it's a loose swing. He couldn't gather the ball and just pulled hard there on Dan O'Mara's leg, and it is going to be a free in now for Kiladangan, and they look to have a player down injured over the far side of the field there as well, Ken, and looks to be Tom O'Mara that's down injured.
Yeah, Tom got the strike in the ankle there from Brian, so free for Brian. Didn't need to give that free away. He just on instinct pulled at the ball. It was nothing deliberate or anything like that, but it is a free for Billy Seymour. Consultation there now with the umpires. Willie Connors remonstrating with the referee as well, so I think it is going to be a free in probably for Kiladangan.
So going back there to chat, and really Loughmore are getting scores freely, I suppose, at this stage. Kiladangan are getting a few from frees, really, from Billy Seymour.
That was an unnecessary free. They have given away a couple of those, and Billy will pot them all day.
So 2 excellent free takers on the field of play. John McGrath one side and Billy Seymour at the other, and he slots that one over the bar now. 1:15 playing 16 points, 39 on the clock. Aidan McGrath gets ready to go again here. The half forward line all have their hand up looking for this ball to drop from the sky. He gets ready, sends it high. Looking over the far side at the Ryan stand to the wing forward over there. Hopping ball, and it's just gone out over the line. It is going to be a Kiladangan line ball. Good tigerish type defending from Kiladangan there, not letting any Loughmore forward get any sort of room to try and get on a breaking ball. And it is going to be a line ball over the far side of the field here. It looks like Declan McGrath that will take it, the wing back here, sizing it up just inside the 45, cuts a good ball all the way up to the other 45, hopping ball up there, and John Maher comes in. Oh, beautiful take from the centre back. He just feeds that ball on again slightly, and Loughmore trying to control it over the far side of the field, and ref now blows the whistle over there looking for the ball, and the crowd a bit annoyed with the ref for not blowing it a bit more swiftly there. He's going to throw this one in. In goes Brian McGrath for it, and away comes Noel McGrath, the captain of Loughmore. Sends this one in around the house. Dangerous ball in there. Oh, great take inside as Loughmore coming on the attack here now. This ball just skids free outside now here to Liam Tracy. Liam Tracy sends it in, and Liam Tracy puts it over the bar, and Loughmore Castleiney are coming with fire in this game, and all the players contributing. Nobody shying away, everyone working so hard to stay with the county champions, and they're well with them at this stage. Just 1 point in this game. Now Kiladangan win this ball. They've worked it out here to the half forward line here. It's sent in now, and it's Alan Flynn, and Alan Flynn at the Carolina end points a very good score for Kiladangan and goes back out to pick up Noel McGrath.
I make it 3 points for Alan Flynn now. Great score from Alan Flynn in the middle of the field. Alan's getting the better of the duel with Noel McGrath there, you know, and it's a wonderful score. Alan hit that will guide us in top form.
Aidan McGrath, long one, breaking ball in there. John McGrath in on top of it again, and Kiladangan in there, quick defending straight away. 4 or 5 of them in on top of the ball, and they've won it again. This time it is sent back as far as the goalkeeper. That one was won by Loughnane, but it's Barry Hogan, the UL graduate, who sends it up the field. Breaking ball now again. John Maher gathers this ball. John Maher bursting out here, trying to get a bit of room, sends this ball up towards the half forward line, looking for Anthony Ryan up there. Anthony Ryan going to gather it, but it is McGrath who comes out with this ball, and he's got a free out now. John McGrath just bottled him up there, and that's a great play, and that half back line for Kiladangan is doing very well.
Outstandingly well, you know, they are in control, they know what they're about, they're playing very well. Declan McGrath hurling very well, and so of course, as always, James Quigley at full back, very dominant, know what they're about.
So it is going to be the keeper who will strike this one just under 45, sends it long all the way in. It's dropping outside there, and it just goes out and to the right of the post, and it has gone wide. 42 on the clock, 116 for Kiladangan, 17 points for Loughmore Castleiney. Here we go, long one sent back down the field, breaking ball up there, corner forward just knocks it out. Out comes John McGrath to it now. Second attempt, rises that ball, does very well under pressure. 2 of them after him. Ty Gallagher the closest. It's fed back inside to Liam Tracy. Liam Tracy on the run. 3 of them after him. Doesn't stop him though, but he sends it in, but it's just out to the left, and it goes wide. And Loughmore now warming up a sub down here, and it is going to be Kieran Conley who will come on to the field of play here. And Conley just coming on here, and it looks like it's Anthony Ryan who's been withdrawn. Ken, a young player, Anthony Ryan, the experience in the stand.
Young player, and got his hands on a good bit of ball too, so Kieran Conley, who has played at this level in the last couple of years, should make an impact.
Here we go again, long ball sent down the feed now, breaking in the middle, and again it's Loughmore, and it is John Maher who gathers and feeds it outside to Noel. Long one sent down the field now, right in on top of the full forward line. Ball skids away from them all, out towards the sideline, sprinting out to get on it here and get a first touch. And this one at the moment is Ed Conley. Conley does well, feeds it on to Kieran Conley, back in the middle again now, dangerous ball in there. Ball is free, Loughmore trying to break on it here. It comes out as far as Liam Tracy. Liam Tracy takes on his man. 3 Kiladangan lads around him, and they do enough to put him off. and great defensive play by Kiladangan as they work it out of defence. Sent long down the field, but again Loughmore come with the ball. It is the centre back once more. John Maher feeds it up the field here, up as far as Tommy Maher sends it in. It's dropping short though into the keeper's hands. Barry Hogan, good eyes and steady down there, and sends it back up the field, breaking in front of Tomas McGrath. Tomas McGrath comes out to gather this one now, takes on his man, shakes off his marker and puts off Paul Flynn. Gets a bit on it. Paul Flynn did enough to put him off a little bit though, and the ball skids free now. It's in front of Jack Loughnane. Battling forward in there, battling hard, and the ball still on the deck. Noel McGrath up there fighting hard and tigerish, but Alan Flynn wins it. Alan Flynn sends it down the feed now for Kiladangan. They come on the attack once more, and it's breaking into Seymour. Seymour sends it in high, long. Oh, quality from Billy Seymour. Joey Hennessy did everything right, just took him away from the goal, send him out towards the sideline, but a bit of class tells, and it's 117 to 17 points.
Yeah, and a little bit of daylight coming between the teams. Wonderful point from Billy Seymour. 117 to 17 points. Alan Flynn having a major impact in the game, hurling up a storm in the middle of the field there, hurling very well. Willie Everston doing great work there at the back, came out with a great ball. It just seems like Loughmore will need a goal to stay in this game. It's 3 points, even though it doesn't seem a big lead. It's something that Kiladangan would cling on to. They have the experience, they have the bench. So interesting. Last 15, we'll see.
Yeah, so it is Willie Everston who's hobbling off down here below us, and looks to be in a bit of bother. Took a bit of a blow in the first half as well, and he's just working it back up there, and and doctor and physio is down there with him as well, as the Loughmore players just go in a huddle down to our right. Kiladangan below to our left. We see Dara Egan making the trek from the town end all the way up to the Castleiney end to have a word with a couple of his teammates down there. Of course, he is the sub goalie for Kiladangan, and he's just talking to a couple of them down there, and he's gone all the way up the field to make a point, Ken.
Yeah, he does. He usually goes down at the far corner, behind the defence and behind the goalkeeper. He gives a lot of instructions there, so he's gone down, he makes his points. He'll make valid points as well, because he's studying the game, he's watching the game, and he knows exactly what's happening probably from behind the defence, and he knows how well the forward line are working it. So Brian again, Lawler bringing the team in just to have a quick chat with him, and so is Frankie and Eamon Sweeney down at this end. And
just as it seemed like Loughmore had come to terms with Kiladangan and had really tidied up that game, you have someone like Billy Seymour win that ball, turn away from the goals and put it over the bar. That's the true mark of why they are county champions.
Yeah, sensational point. Liam Tracy had a chance of one and went wide. Billy Seymour, great point. But Noel McGrath has been quiet. Alan Flynn has won that battle. They need a salvo now from Noel for the last 15 minutes, and no better hurler to do it that if he can, because it need that extra little bit of class. I would be tempted, and I think I'm seeing it now in front of me, am I, Stephen, that John McGrath is going in at full forward, because that green flag will probably have to be raised for him to win the game.
So he's in there alongside Liam Tracy as well. Two dangerous men to have in around your square. Kiladangan will have to be sharp in this last quarter of the game here, and John McGrath has just shown such form. I mean, when he came on for Tipperary in the last couple of games, you were just thinking, why wasn't he on sooner?
Oh, sure, for God's sake. I mean, wouldn't you, if you're a Waterford man, wouldn't you be delighted to see him sitting on the sideline until the 59th minute? But Alan Flynn, he's wondering now, should he take up Noel McGrath, or is David Sweeney going to take him up, because Noel has gone at centre.
Here we go, and we're underway once more. The last quarter, ball breaks in the middle, and away come Loughmore Castleiney. This one is sent in and over the bar. Kieran Connolly with the point. A super score from Kieran Connolly on the breaking ball, sharp and alert.
Yeah, and Noel was on his shoulder, looking, crying out for the ball. There was a sniff of a goal opportunity there, but Kieran Connolly was content to take his point.
So we're ready to go again. Here it is. Barry Hogan sends this one skyward all the way. Dropping ball. It's coming down from the clouds now, and it breaks in the middle, and it's fed outside. It's a goal! Oh, it's a goal by Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes got the bit of room, and it's in the back of the net, and a bit of afters going on down there as the referee goes in to try and solve it. But what a strike by Sean Hayes.
Well, Sean Hayes, I've seen him since his minor days when he played with Tipp Minors and with Kiladangan, and he always loves scoring goals. He loves putting balls in the back of the net. Great pass there. Ball won. Primary possession, long puck out from Barry Hogan again. Loughmore need to win that hard possession. It didn't happen. Great ball into Sean Hayes. Back in the net. Willie Connors came in for the afters, and that's, I think, what John McCormack now is going to discuss with a couple of guys.
So he's just up there having a word with Tomas McGrath, the corner back, and Willie Connors as well. And the ref talking to both and saying, I've spoken to the umpires. And
Willie's on a yellow already, so he's got to mind himself.
So we're ready to go again here, and the players just in there, and a goal like that is a tough one, a tough blow down there as for Loughmore Castleiney. But what a strike by Sean Hayes, pure quality. This one sent long down the field, breaking ball down here now, and it is Loughmore coming on the attack once more. They have a couple of players on. It's Loughmore Castleiney, and it's in the net. It's Kieran McCormack with a finish for Loughmore that just says we ain't gone away.
What a great club. What a great response. From an almost impossible angle, we didn't think he was going to go for a goal from there. Right on the end line, but he hit it top of the net over Barry Hogan's head. Wonderful goal, and Loughmore Castleiney are not dead yet.
2:17 to 1:18. Kiladangan up here. Long ball over the far side of the field. Brian McGrath there beside it. Sees it out, and he just pushes back the other players. He's going to take that line ball over the far side of the field. Well, what drama. Sean Hayes with a rocket at one end and down the other, and then McCormack, a rattler into the top of the net. That was some goal.
Two fantastic goals. You couldn't, top drawer scores. You couldn't ask for more. Worth the admission price alone. And now Loughmore a vital free for John McGrath to have a cut off. Another strikeout there, and it looks like Kieran Conley that's just on the deck. The line ball was struck by Brian McGrath. He was just coming down, and it was Paul Flynn who just came in there hard on top of Conley, and Conley up and moving about again. Pat McGrath's in there. John and Noel's dad just having a word with him, but a yellow card for the full forward, and there's such fight and fire in this game, isn't there? Great fire. Oh yeah, it's like a county final again all over, know, because both teams, and Kieran Conley has made a massive impact since he came in, blood sub, and now John Maher's younger brother, who we thought was starting, is in, number 22, Ed Maher's coming in. Critical free now for John McGrath.
Yeah, it was very close to starting for Loughmore, we're told, so we'll see what he's like here now. And John in centre back, Ed, his brother in midfield there, being picked up by Jack Loughnane. Here we go, long one, sent in, precision score once more. John McGrath, absolutely brilliant. And it is now 1:19 for Loughmore, 2:17 for Kiladangan, 49 the clock. Long ball out the field now, breaking and hopping out here, and it is won by Flynn, the full forward. Away he goes for Kiladangan, feeds it inside now in as far as Hayes. Hayes coming through, back again to Flynn. Flynn now on the run, and he's blocked in there, and Loughmore send that ball out to Brian McGrath. Brian McGrath works it out another bit out the far side of the field. Out comes Kieran McGrath. Doesn't make contact though. Ty Gallagher does though. And Ty Gallagher sends it back and punishes Loughmore on this occasion. A good score by Ty Gallagher. Loughmore had worked it out, but the final ball out just let him down slightly as they bring on this time Kieran Conley looking to come back on. And it looks like Ed Maher didn't really get much of a chance to make an impression. It's 2:18 playing 1:19, 50 on the clock. That change is just made again. It's a short one out this time. Loughmore having to fight for everything here, and the ref says it's a free in for Kiladangan this time. That they took too much out of it. Tomas McGrath just shakes his head there. Two Kiladangan players just bottled him up.
It was a kamikaze puck out. It hopped in front of him. He missed control. It was a dirty one from the control. Then he won it. By the time he had won it, Stephen, there was two Kiladangan guys on his back, and he had to take that extra step. So John McCormack was quite within his right to give that free.
So here we go again. Seymour slots it over the bar, and it is 2:19 playing 1:19. Is that goal by Dan O'Mara just before half time? It hit the post, back to Connors. fed O'Mara back of the net. Is that going to be the difference? We'll see. This one sent down the field again. Loughmore coming to attack. Oh, brilliant ball here, fed in, but great reading of the game by Fergal Hayes. Saw there was a Loughmore man free, and away come Kiladangan. They're bursting out now as they lose it again though, and it is Kieran McCormick who's there for Loughmore to win it back. They fed this ball outside now out to John Maher. Just slips. He with a race on here, and they've worked it back to Noel now, but he's on the 65. Two Kiladangan fellas after him here. He plays this ball, but it's straight to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn now sends it down the field for Kiladangan, all the way up to the full forward Billy Seymour. Billy Seymour slots it in, and Billy Seymour sends it over the bar to rapturous applause from the Kiladangan supporters over the far side. 220 to 119, Kiladangan ahead.
Yeah, and Kiladangan are just getting their scores that little bit easier.
Breaking ball in the middle again. Declan McGrath wins this one, feeds it outside him now, out to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn now trying to work it back outside here again. Back to David Sweeney, the captain. David Sweeney now sends it long over the far side of the field. Willie Everston is there, does really well. Feeds it into John Maher in the middle. John Maher takes a second here. Clever ball out the other side of the field. Here it is, Brian McGrath. Brian McGrath all the way in and out though to the right and wide. And it's the Kiladangan supporters you hear after that one. That's a deflating one for Loughmore.
Deflating one, yeah, but there's still a good 10 minutes. You know, Loughmore just have to stay in it. Big puck from Barry again.
52 on the clock. If you're listening on Tipp FM, it's with thanks to Tipp County Council. It's the first round. We're being streamed all around the world with Tipp GAA. If you want details, log on to the Tipp GAA website. First of 5 games this weekend. This ball fed out to Declan McGrath. Back in now to David Sweeney. David Sweeney, long one over the far side. Alan Flynn sprinting like lightning to get there. Willie Connors as well. Gets it and feeds it back as far as Flynn. And Flynn has pointed. 221 to 119. It is Kiladangan who are pushing clear with 8 to go on the clock. Long one sent down the field from Loughmore now. Breaking ball in the middle. Little flick on that there by Ed Conley. Ed Conley works it on now as far as Kieran Conley. Kieran Conley coming through the middle. Chased down by Flynn in there, but he's still going through, and the ref has blown, and now he's given the advantage here, and a few of the Loughmore lads down below us here look like they're just wanted play to continue when the ball was down there. Anything can happen, anyone can spill it, and the Loughmore management just wanted play to continue there rather than play being called back for this one when one wasn't called back earlier. But it is John McGrath who has a chance with this into the town end, and he makes no mistake at all. 120 playing 221. That's a 4-point lead for Kiladangan. 7 left of normal time. Some game.
Yeah, and Barry will stay going long because Kiladangan forwards have that little edge on Loughmore.
Here we go, long and high from Barry Hogan all the way up the field. Breaking ball up there. John Ryan comes out to it there, but it's spilled out there, and John Maher gathers it. John Maher feeds it on there as far as Brian. Brian sprinting up the field, solo, and holds on to that ball. 4 of them after him. Brilliant stuff from Brian McGrath. 4 Kiladangan players, and has won himself a free just on the 65. Had to work hard to get that ball, travel 15-20 yards with it, and Brian McGrath playing some hurling, Ken.
Brian McGrath playing great hurling there. John McGrath now with the chance to put 3 points in it. You know, we thought that Kiladangan were pulling away, but if John can slot this, it's a 3-point game with plenty of time left.
So standing over this one, the light fading here. There's no light on in Thurles. The sun is just going down at the moment as McGrath sends this one in and over the bar. It's a 3-point game. We can see the sun just over to our far right. Red sky. So chances are a nice hot day again tomorrow. Good weather here. Great week for championship. The heat is up at championship time as Kiladangan just make a change there. They're bringing on Darren Moran, and he's coming on there for Fergal Hayes, and Fergal of course on a yellow card, so Wise perhaps just bringing on the sub in there in the cornerback position to pick up the Loughmore sub, Ed Conley. Long puck out this time again from Barry Hogan. Again Loughmore Castleiney win the ball. Tomas McGrath feeds it on, but it's a loose ball out there, and Dan O'Mara gathers it, and now they have a free in. The hurley was just chopped from his hand. Dan O'Mara went to gather it and goes back to pick up his hurley and has a free as well. You'd imagine Billy Seymour will slot this. It's very straightforward for him, right in the middle of the D. 2:21 to 1:21, 5 on the clock here, and these frees vital for both teams, Ken.
Yes, and frees have kept, Kiladangan just that little bit ahead. Billy now is well over the 10 mark in frees, so just goes to show you.
2:22 playing 1:21 now, 56 on the clock here. Time almost up. Long puck out once more. Breaking now on top of Alan Flynn, and the ball skids free, and away come Loughmore with it. And Connolly coming all the way in. And Connolly has buried it. He has fired into the town end with 3.5 minutes of normal time left. What a goal for Loughmore. What a goal for this game. It is just a 1-point game.
What a goal is right. Super game. What a fantastic spectacle we have here. Long puck out. Loughmore have got to win this.
Breaking ball up there, and it's spilled out there once more by Kiladangan. It's broken free now, and away comes Kieran Connolly. Kieran Connolly up the field, up as far as Liam Tracy. Long ranger, and Tracy makes no mistake. Frankie McGrath down there shaking his fist, saying, now's the time, lads. Loughmore so determined. When I spoke to him this week, I just knew they were giving nothing up easy here tonight. They would be in this till the very last puck of the ball. 2:22 apiece, 57 on the clock. Short puck out. Champions coming on the attack now. David Sweeney feeds it on again. Out here this time. 4 passes. They haven't gone past their 65 yet. Here they go. It's sent up the field here now this time. Darren Moore and sprinting onto it. It's easy though for Kieran McGrath. The ball is spilled out to John Maher. John Maher, long range, all the way in. And this one just tails out to the left and hops off in the town terrace. It's gone wide. Shot puck out again, straight away. The ball barely gone over the bar, but it is out now as far as Jock Loughnane. Ref lets it go. Loughnane this time sends it long down the field, hopping ball in there. It's gathered out there, nice and steady play now by Kieran McCormack. Kieran McCormack feeds it in the middle. John Maher this time on his own 65. Clever ball in, 1-2 now on here. Loughmore have the ball here. They're on the attack once more, and it's just fed out. Poor ball out, and James Quigley just gathers it there. Noel was on the run. Connolly just had it, but it was good play there by Gibbs, as they call him, the full back from Kiladangan. Quigley lays it off, but away they come here this time. It's Loughmore putting pressure on, but it's sent long by David Sweeney all the way up the field. Breaking up there now. Ball skids free. John Ryan comes out to gather it now. John Ryan has it. Loughmore crowd looking for a free there. Didn't get it. Ball spills free inside still. It's Loughmore who have it. Trying to work it out of defence here now. This time it's the full back who has it. Everston back to the keeper. McGrath goes long all the way up the field. 2:22 apiece. Clock still ticking. 1 minute 40 seconds left. Loughmore coming on the attack here. John McGrath. A brilliant hook on John McGrath, but the ball skids free in the middle. Barry Hogan. Pressure on him here. John McGrath just knocks the ball away from him. It skids free. Out come Kiladangan looking for a free. No free. Play goes on here. Fullback feeds it back to the keeper. Keeper goes long all the way up the field again. Loughmore there with numbers, and a fantastic catch by Brian McGrath. My man of the match. Absolutely outstanding. Tripped up there. No free. Paul Flynn, the player who just was closest to him, but it's Loughmore coming on the attack once more. This ball sent into space, but it's to blue and gold, and it's worked out to the county man. Flynn sends it high. Flynn sends it long, and Alan Flynn, their county star, is the player that puts on a pint up with 30 seconds of normal time left.
5 pints from play from Alan Flynn, my man of the match by a country mile. Absolutely outstanding, but there's still time to play.
Long ball happening in the middle again. It's won by Kiladangan. Declan McGrath. Declan McGrath is just challenged with a high challenge out there. It's a free out for Kiladangan. They get a chance to get their breath. They get a chance here to steady themselves. Frankie McGrath is up and having words with the referee and calling the ref in there, but the ref just walks back down the field. Kiladangan taking their time with this one. It is going to be Billy Seymour. He's just nice and pacey coming back here, slow, will take his time, won't be in any hurry here. They're 1 point up, 60 on the clock. We don't see any signal below how long is being added on, but this will put them 2 up. Our coverage on Tipp FM with thanks to Tipp County Council. It's being streamed all around the world by Tipp GAA. The first round of the FBD Insurance Championship is sent out, and it has gone wide out to the left of the post. 1 point in it. Here we go. Long ball. We've no idea how long is left. There's no signal below us here, but the ball breaks free down here, and it is John McGrath chasing it down there, and David Sweeney going down over it. The captain trying to work it out of defence, and they have a free out. Loughmore rage and the sideline rage, and the players on the field don't understand what it was for. What was that free for, Ken?
Nobody can understand, because David Sweeney has lived a charmed life. He's boring out the ball. In my opinion, he's boring out the ball. They just formed a sort of a defence in front of him, and I don't know, but fair play to David Sweeney. He knows exactly what he's about. Yeah, he's playing for that free, and Barry Hogan is coming out to take it. By my calculations, I thought it said 2 minutes. I just saw Brian Lawler with 2 fingers up, so maybe there's only 2 minutes left, maybe there's longer, but it'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, Frankie McGrath, the Loughmore manager, not pleased at all with the last 3-4 minutes and what's going on the field, and I think it's the refereeing decisions more than how his team is playing. It looks like the centre back is just down injured over the far side of the field, and that's going to add on a little bit, so we're not sure what is left here. We're guessing there's 10 seconds, but that's going to add on another 2 minutes for sure, so we're looking at another 2 minutes at least here. Kiladangan ready to go with this. It is Barry Hogan. Here he goes. Had his graduation virtually from UL this week. Sends it long all the way up the field. Breaking in there now, and it's loose inside. They're all scrapping for it here. No one coming out with clean possession. Still there. Out comes Evanston. Evanston rises that ball somehow in the mess and feeds it on to Brian McGrath. Brian McGrath sends it long up the field. Breaking ball. 2 players going up for it. Ball spills free. Loughmore have it now. Looking for it here now and try to gather it and work it into a scoring position. It's Ed Conley. Ed Conley, 3 of them on him now. Tries to feed that ball on again. No one close to him though, and there's 4 Kiladangan players, and Jack Loughnane works it out, and they've sent it out towards centre field again. Away they go now. Break, and it's the main man for him, Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn sends it up the field now, up another 10 yards. It's gathered up there now by Tom O'Mara. Does really well to hold on to that ball, but it's spilled now. 62:56 on the clock. 1 point in it. Kiladangan 1 up. Loughmore with possession here. John Maher has it. John Maher coming through. Sean Hayes, an important little flick away by Sean Hayes. Does well and gets that ball away from John Maher. It spills out to Kieran Conley. Kieran Conley works it on again though. Loughmore still trying to get that score. It's fed out now to Kieran McCormack. McCormack back here as far as John Ryan. John Ryan sends it into space, but there's no one in there. David Sweeney gathers it unmarked. Feeds it out now to Declan McGrath, and that was the chance. And it is Kiladangan who march on. Boy, did they have to work hard here this evening from a really gallant Loughmore Castleiney team. But just that last ball, there was no one looking for a little pass off to strike it long, Ken, and they really needed that. They needed someone unmarked to gather that ball and just put it over the bar.
Yeah, because by my calculations, it was 2 minutes overtime. There was a minute and a half played. Obviously, David Sweeney got injured, but what a game. What an outstanding game of hurling. People that were in the doldrums this week about, various happenings in, the county at the moment, and a little bit of apathy there, but what a wonderful game of hurling. I came over here saying, it's the first round of the championship. Obviously, it's going to be interesting. It was far more than that. It was absolutely titanic battle between 2 absolutely brilliant teams, and Loughmore gave it absolutely everything. They threw the kitchen sink. Got 2 unbelievable goals there, out of nothing, kept in the game. Kiladangan looked always like they were going to win. I think, overall, the class of Kiladangan, particularly Alan Flynn, absolutely outstanding display of hurling from Alan Flynn. He started at wing back, ended up midfield, scored 5 from play. Absolute brilliance, and it was just that little difference. The McGraths, John and Brian outstanding, David Sweeney outstanding, Ty Gallagher 4 absolutely great points, Billy Seymour on erring and frees. But when you look back at it, John Maher at centre back, but when you look back at that little bit of a difference, Alan Flynn, wonderful scores when they were needed. And I think that's just the bare difference between them. These are 2 outstanding teams, and we were talking about the Torres Sarsfields and Co. But these 2 teams will have a major part to play yet in the championship. And I think, obviously Mike Carkey, whoever wins tomorrow night between Mike Carkey and Jacob Brackens will have their tails up. And it is difficult for Loughmore Castleiney. I make no bones about it. They're out again next weekend kicking football. They'll have to go back and regroup and hurl again the following week. and it does take their toll, particularly when guys come to their 30s. When you're in the, the full light of your life, you're going to play hurling and football, but it's tough going week after week, particularly if there's a lot of sport in your legs and a lot of game time in your legs.
And what a little flick there from Sean Hayes. John Maher, he would have put that over the bar, you'd be thinking, and he had one look at the post, and Sean Hayes, like a little rocket, came in, a little flick away from him, and the ball spilled out as far as Kieran Connolly. That little work rate, that little effort at the right time made a big difference too.
Oh, huge difference, Stephen, and it was wonderful to be here. Yeah, little did we think coming here that we'd see a 2:23 to 2:22 scoreline in a 60-minute game, and
super hurling.
Super hurling. Both teams now are obviously Loughmore having a little bit of a post-mortem, but they can't lose any heart. They've got to take the positive out of this. What a wonderful game of hurling, the way they played. They never say the attitude of the team, how their subs played when they came in. The Ed Connollys, the Kieran McCormicks, Kieran Connolly, they were absolutely brilliant when they came in. So they have players there in abundance. So from that point of view, they've got to take the positive out of this and say, we still are in the championship in a big way. But Kiladangan show their championship credentials there tonight. They are still, in my opinion, favourites to win the county championship, Stephen. And they showed that they still have the bottle for it tonight.
So it is Kiladangan, the victors here as the sun goes down tonight on Semple Stadium here. Remember, we have loads of action this weekend. The stream will hold 2 games tomorrow. It is going to be 2 games here from Semple Stadium. It is Holy Cross Ballycahill against Tummyvara. Paul Jenkins will be here with Shane Stapleton for that one, and then I'm back with Michael Ryan, All-Ireland winning manager in 2016 at 4:30 for Thurles Sarsfields against Drummond. So those 2 games are live, and there's still loads of tickets for matches this weekend available from Tipp GAA, and you can get access to over 40 games on the stream from the Tipperary GAA website. Our thanks to Tipp County Council for our coverage on Tipp FM tonight, and what a match we had. What a championship opener in the FBD Insurance Championship. The first game was a repeat of last year's final, and the result is Kiladangan win tonight by a single point, 2:23 to Loughmore Castleiney's 2:22. Hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage from Semple Stadium, from Ken Hogan, from Johnny here alongside us on the streaming, from us all here in Semple Stadium, from me, Stephen Gleeson. Hope you enjoyed it. Slán in ish.